Hey guys, happy Monday. Kim Dunbar again, and failure is for everyone. Okay, what the fudge does that mean? It means that everybody is going to have to kind of go through failure in order to get a little bit better, in order to improve, in order to get through and overcome different obstacles that you have in your life, in your business, in society. And a lot of people, for some reason, they have a little bit of a shyness when it comes to failure. They're thinking that, oh my gosh, if they fail, that's it. And that is absolutely not the case. We have been failing since we burst out of the womb. My daughter Angie, she's 11 months old. Do you know how many times she falls on her butt a day trying to learn how to walk? And yet she doesn't fall on her butt and she doesn't put herself down and poo and pout and get all miserable. No, she just takes that little butt, she shimmies back up, and she gets to walking. And I think that is what we have to remember about ourselves. We beat ourselves up a lot when it comes to failure, and and for some reason we are allowing that to really keep us from reaching the potential that we naturally have. So if you don't want to believe me, and if you don't want to believe Angie, I actually have my little book here, and I found some excellent examples of failures. And in fact, it was actually from an article on Google. Don't ask, like, I'm not trying to be whimsical or any type of, quickness-nosity. It was really just trying to figure out, some examples for you. So don't mind me, I'm just trying to figure this out. Okay, so there are 10 famous failures that I wanted to go over, and I promise if this thing, I have a timer, if it goes over 3 minutes, then I'm just gonna stop wherever I am. All right, so the first famous failure, J.K. Rowling. And for you guys that know her, like, you guys know exactly what happened. So, but let me tell you her failure. So she had a short-lived marriage that imploded. She was jobless. She was a lone parent, and she was practically homeless. J.K. Rowling. Now, for those of you that aren't, completely obsessed with me, like I am, she was the woman that created Harry Potter. The whole Harry Potter world and franchise is based on her books, on her imagination. She was a failure. Now, her biggest quote from her failure was, "I was the biggest failure that I knew." But she didn't allow that to stop her. She just took that as it was and just kept moving forward. All right, number 2, Steve Jobs. Now, Pierre, my husband, he loves freaking Steve Jobs. He reads his biography all the time. We watch the movie together. He was fired from the very company that he began. The very freaking company that he started, they booted him out. So his famous quote from being a failure says that getting fired was the best thing that could have happened to him. Right? And it ended up being the case. Number 3, Bill Gates. I don't know. I guess I'm having a little techie feel. But yeah, Bill Gates was a Harvard dropout. And see, I'm reading here. His first business, Traf-O-Data, was a true failure. I don't even know what the heck that company is. And his quote from his failure was, "It's fine to celebrate success, but it's more important to have lessons of failure." This is Bill Gates. Like, if he can say it, come on now, don't beat yourself up too much. All right, next one is Albert Einstein. He couldn't speak fluently until the age of 9. How many of us are killing ourselves trying to teach our children how to talk? Like, mama, dada. Angie, for the life of me, she still refuses to say mama unless she's desperately in trouble. Hey Paris, how you doing? His quote from his failure was, "Success is failure in progress." Failure in progress. I don't know about you, but that hit here, and I was just so emotional about that. I'm like, yes, thank you. All right, next one, Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln had a failed business in 1831, had a nervous breakdown in 1836, and he lost his first presidential race in 1856. This is Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, the dude on the penny. All of these failures, his greatest quote from his failures, hey Kara, was that "My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with failure." Whether you're content with failure. Like, literally, I have to ask myself this a lot. Are you content with your failure? All right, next one, and I promise I'm just going to keep it short from here. This will be number 6. Michael Jordan. Like, come on now, Michael Jordan. He didn't reach the minimum height for his high school basketball team. Like, literally got botched because he was a few inches too short. Michael freaking Jordan. His quote was literally so inspiring to me. It says, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games, and 26 times I've been," what? I can't read it. "I've been trusted to take the winning shot and I missed." He admits this. "I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. That is why I succeed." Girl, I found Paris. I literally just went on the internet and just kind of Googled failure, like famous failures. But I hope these few examples put things in a little bit more perspective for you. These are people that admitted to being utter failures, but if it wasn't for them actually trying new things, putting themselves out there, being vulnerable, then they wouldn't have been the successes that they are today. Like, literally, and some of these, they took years of failing to create the success that they have, the legends that they have. And I think that's one thing I want you guys to keep in perspective. Please, as you guys are growing in your lives, in your businesses, trying to grow into adulthood with a little bit of sanity, cut yourself some slack. Failure is a part of you growing up. It's a part of you maturing. You do not beat yourself up. You have God-given potential that He really wants you to try to find. And these are, I mean, hey, I'm Christian. This is where my background is. But you have all of this God-given potential. But you're not going to find it unless you try different things. So don't be afraid to fail. Count your blessings as they come. Take whatever little dot of something positive that you can from each failure and keep moving forward. And hey, if you want, I actually have 4 more lives that I can actually share with you. If you want, DM me. Paris, I haven't heard from you in forever. I can definitely just personal chat with you. Kara, I love you, girl. You are amazing. But yeah, these are my top 6 out of 10. I got 4 more. You can message me and we can talk later, okay? I hope this helps.